Hello, I'm David, and thanks for watching Life After Narcissistic Abuse. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and please click the like button if you find it helpful. In today's video, I'm going to discuss parental alienation and its correlation with narcissistic personality disorder, or NPD. It's true that parental alienation can occur in a high-conflict divorce, even without one of the co-parents being a narcissist. If there's been an affair or other significant emotional pain, one of the parents may feel like you don't get a free ride or pass. Such pain often comes out in the painting of the other as an abusive parent, he never loved you, to the children, or behaviors that are intentional and vindictive and malicious. They are behaviors that are intended to turn the children against the targeted parent, against you. While it's possible to understand the motivation and origin of such malicious and harmful behaviors, especially to the children, they are still significant and will have long-lasting, meaning lifelong, negative impact on the kids. The good news is that someone without narcissistic personality disorder will likely get over their emotional pain, and the alienating behaviors will eventually decrease and maybe even stop altogether. This is not true with a narcissist. It is not ever true with a narcissist. If you have kids with a narcissist and then are discarded, the children have just become objects that are weaponized to hurt you, the discarded target. Your love for your children is real and deep. The narcissist has no empathy and thus is not capable of real love. But the narcissist knows that your children are the most sensitive and vulnerable part of your heart. And because of this, the easiest way to hurt you as deeply and as often as possible is through your children. A narcissist will consistently and universally have an observable pattern of parental alienation. They will work to ensure your own children hate you as much as they do. Every subtle and not so subtle action they can do to drive a wedge between the children and the targeted parent, or you, will become automatic and routine. Every expectation will be countered, even when it exists as part of a legal custody agreement. It's important to remember that a narcissist only plays by their own, quote, rules, end quote. So even in the face of a legal court order, they will do what they can to alienate the kids. Make them believe you are the abuser. Make them believe you don't love them. Whatever story or fiction they can tell to drive an emotional wedge between the kids and the targeted parent or you, they will. So how do you cope with this if you have kids with and have been discarded by a narcissist? It's a difficult question. Document everything. Record phone calls and what they've said. Save every text. Take pictures of every gift you give them for birthdays and Christmas. Someday, you will likely need them. If not for court, then to show the kids how absolutely consistent you were in your communication and demonstration of love. I cannot emphasize that enough. Be absolutely wary of every interaction with your narcissist ex. Be absolutely clear and consistent with your children when you have them. Be loving. Be consistent. Have reasonable and firm boundaries. Kids need boundaries, especially younger ones. They need to know that their parent loves them enough to say no. Be calm. Do not talk about your ex with the kids. They have enough of an emotional battle inside themselves, being and feeling torn emotionally between their parents. No child should have to experience this, but if you have kids with a narcissist, yours will. Be empathetic about their silent struggle. Yours is the difficult path. Day in and day out, without exception, your kids need to see your love and acceptance. They need to know that your love is absolute and true and consistent. This is the long game, and it's a terrible and painful one. The goal is to minimize the damage the narcissist will do to your children. Your ex will do lifelong damage. This is an expectation you should know and accept. The best you can do is everything you can do to minimize it. Do not give up. Do not attack. When your ex, the narcissist, has crossed the line and you have the evidence to prove it, go back to court. Be hopeful, but do not expect that the court will remedy the problem. If the ex is in clear violation of the custody agreement, something will happen. It may be a warning. It may be a charge of contempt of court, but do not expect it to be resolved. The narcissist never stops. And narcissists are expert at creating a backstory that makes you the abuser. It will appear this way to the court. Be calm, be consistent, be persistent. It will likely take several hearings for the court to even start to believe your version of the story. Understand that. Narcissistic parenting and parental alienation steals or greatly damages a child's self-esteem, self-worth, and emotional and mental health. Understand this. Accept it. You are not fighting to win an argument in court. Everything you can do to mitigate this, and I really want to be clear here, is for your child or children, so that one day they might be the best and healthiest human they can be. This is not for you or your considerable and real pain. It's for your children. Keeping that as your primary motivation makes it easier to find the strength you will need. And there's one more thing, and it's essential if you were to have any success at all. Self-care. We don't do that very well when we're in the midst of a battle. Self-care might mean meditation, yoga, fishing. Whatever it is that you do that feeds you is critical. Build a support system or network. Talk with your pastor if you attend church. Get a counselor that's good and understands NPD and the behaviors involved in it. Do not try to do this without the emotional support that gives you and helps you sustain the strength and perseverance you will need. If you do, you will fail. This is a terrible and unrelenting attack on your children. See it for what it is. It is not to hurt the kids, but it will. It is an attack to hurt you with your own children who are weaponized for the sole purpose of hurting you. There is no easier or more clear way to say that. It should be your goal to help them see the real you, the loving parent who wants nothing but a loving relationship with their own children. Never forget, your children want the same. They are programmed to want and need the same. Work for them. Please don't forget to subscribe. I hope this was helpful, and please watch for more. I'm David, and between now and next time, I wish you peace in the space between.